welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, Classic Blind. I had a massive pile of Cobalt ore, and now I have a massive pile of Cobalt bars. Interestingly, it does not tell me the quantities like I did with the ores, but that's fine. 239. And now, actually doing something with them. We can make Cobalt skeleton keys, which don't seem to be a good idea. Cobalt bars, auction at a bit over a gold, and that has no auction value. Opens locks requiring up to 375 lockpicking. Let's see what we can actually do with these. That is the little weapon. We make some knives. They're in green, that's no good. Make some Storm Heralds and Deep Thunders. No. What we can make is Cobalt armor and a triangle shield. That's in green. That's no good. Want to actually be getting levels out of this. Starting here at 375. The chest is 6. Helm is 5. Or the gauntlets are 5. The helm is 7. Well, let's make one of each to start here. Looks like not bad in terms of value here. Even if only for vendor, we're basically getting our Cobalt's worth. Just a little bit less. But the auction, possibly actually worth it. Let's see, this is 6 to 18. This is 5 to 17. And this is 7 to 23. In theory. Whether or not any of these actually sell is another question. Let's start by just making one of each. Just see what we can do here. Also compare it to all of our stuff. And since it is orange here, we will get a blacksmithing level for everything we make. And a cobalt helm. Interesting that the helmet would take more bars than the chest piece, but sure. What are you gonna do? Okay. So for the plate here, it has more armor and far more stamina and defense rating. So it's definitely more of a tank kind of situation. Strength, stamina, and defense rating. How's that compared to the current chest plate we have here? 48 defense rating, 39 defense rating. It's got more stamina and armor. 60 stamina instead of 48. A little bit less just regular defense rating, but I think that's probably worth it just as our tanking piece. That's good. The gauntlets are also very tanky. Strength, stamina, and defense rating. These ones I have here are strength, stamina, defense, and hit rating. 39 stamina, 25 defense. 57 stamina, 38 defense. Yeah. The Cobalt gauntlets have a little bit more armor. Well, they have less armor, more strength. Again, I guess these are blue, so it makes sense for them to be slightly better. Don't really need the gauntlets per se. Not quite as good. And then the helm is armor, strength, hit rating, and critical strike rating. That's a bit more DPS-y. We lose all of the expertise and armor penetration, but we get the hit rating, critical strike rating, and strength, and a little bit more armor. So that's not bad. I think I will. Armor penetration, expertise. Expertise, I think, is just basically hit rating by another name. And armor penetration penetrates armor or something. But the hit rating is fine too. If we check character here. Also, let's look at what the Cobalt chestplate looks like. It's actually blue. Makes a lot of sense. Gloves are blue. Helm is somehow not blue. Spiked Cobalt helm. Alright. But this would decrease the expertise and armor penetration. Armor penetration 50, enemy armor reduced by 5.8%. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all on the helmet here. Enemy armor reduced by 5.8. But the hit rating goes from 6.67. We're gonna buy this on equip. Okay with that. To 8.4. 8.04. Damage. 274.9. So it's slightly more base damage per second. Plus more critical strike. From 25.9 to 26.9. So 1% crit, a little bit more DPS, more hit rating. But less expertise and armor penetration. So I'll keep this helmet around for now. Just as a maybe. Also, let's wear this chest plate. Just have it as a chest plate. It's more of a tank option though. Expertise and armor penetration. Eh. Then this is soulbound. Then the gloves. Not quite what we're looking for. So I think I want to try to sell some Cobalt stuff here. It's probably worth investigating. See if anything has a good amount that are for sale. See what the markets are looking like here. So we got gauntlets, chest pieces, and spiked helms. If there's just like one from months ago, it's unlikely to really sell. So let's look for Cobalt, such and such. Cobalt ore, Cobalt ring. Just give me all the stuff. It's gonna be everything that has Cobalt in it. Okay, here we got some stuff. We got Cobalt helms. I guess that's not the spiked helm. Spiked Cobalt helms. There's 2 available. Yeah, these are reasonable prices. And back. So the helms do exist on the marketplace. They got spiked chest pieces. I think the spiked ones are probably going to be the more DPS version. Makes a lot of sense. And then Cobalt chest pieces. There's 1. Is this the gear score? Probably. These numbers are bigger. This is 170 though. Wild. That's level 77 though. That makes more sense. And I've got gauntlets. So I've got spiked gauntlets. These are just gauntlets. Cobalt. Gauntlets. So there's the spiked Cobalt and the regular Cobalt sets here. Interesting. Let's make a few of each. We've got the Cobalt for it. But we just need to, well, need to make things, well, this level of things, until it is no longer gonna get us levels. no longer get us levels every time, at least. What are we gonna make? Gauntlets, helms, chest pieces. I've got enough ores currently. I'm not too concerned with making a bunch of each. So let's just go ahead and make them all in a row here. Whichever of these are better sales. We will diversify here. Should work. And if it costs... Oh, it's already in the yellow. Never mind to that idea then. 380 blacksmithing. Alright, we're going to need to find a better blacksmith, get more recipes. Because I'm not going to be wasting a bunch of cobalt. Just based on the number of different cobalt things on the auction house, we should be able to make a whole bunch of stuff from this cobalt. So I'd like to sell the cobalt gauntlets. No results found. History. Yeah, both previous times we've been here, we're selling. 8 and then 17. 17 might be a stretch. Let's drop that down slightly. Don't want to lose the deposit price here. History of this. It's very similar. So, fairly confident in that price. Post. Alright. So now we have all the rest of these to deal with. And it's a lot. But first, since we're here, cook it. Make some northern stew with this chilled meat. Or we could save it to try to make these great feasts. We don't have any worm meat. This is chilled meat, shovel tusk, chunk of mammoth. We don't have much mammoth. We probably need to go and get more mammoth if we wanted to do that. That's just regular food. That's less exciting. Spell power. Haste. Mana per second. Attack power. Attack power and spell power. Doesn't look like there's really much auction for the Great Feast either, unfortunately. Attack power and spell power. 60-35. Restores health and mana. Compared to this chowder, which just... Wait, that's health and mana. So it's a great feast with feed... Oh, it feeds the entire party. That's interesting. Cool. Yeah, but we don't have any worm meat. We're just gonna get some levels here. I don't know if that's actually really gonna sell. It's just a regular food. If you... Heals 22.5. This heals 18.4, so technically this is better. Let's make some. Maybe I'll make like a stack of this. Uses my food. Keep the other chilled meat for later. And we're starting down here in the lower levels, so we can actually get more out of it. All these are in yellow, unfortunately. So we're gonna need better recipes to actually progress much further. And we just take these, and chilled meat seems to come from pretty much everything. Let's just get a stack of stew. Very tasty. And start moving up here. We will sell anything that's not really useful for us. Like here we got spell power. Really not useful. This is quickly smashing through the levels here. Roasted Warg for some haste. I think we have the stack of that in the bank. Yeah, now all this is in green for levels. Rhino Dogs does mana per second. Meh. Still getting a few cooking levels here. This is likely to go gray here. We got Mammoth Meals, which is attack power. It's better. We've got these Orca Stews, which are critical strike. And these, strength. 20 strength, 30 crit. 60 attack power. This is succulent clam meat here. Haste rating, maybe. Just straight up attack power is probably not bad either. Better than critical strike? Yeah, probably. About the same value, all things considered. We only have 5 of these, so I'll start by bringing the Mammoth Meals for the attack power. That's everything we can cook except for more stews, but I'll keep this chilled meat for now. Let's try to sell some stuff here. Like these mana per second dogs. Stack of 4. We also got the spell power stakes. No results. Go for that. There's just so many options. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal either way. Alright. We can also do some first aid here. We got Frostweave bandages. Let's make some of these. These heal 4,800 instead of our current ones that are 3,400. Let's make some of these. Eventually we're going to get to the point where we can make the heavy Frostweave bandages. So I kind of want to see what level that would be. Let's make a good stack of these at least. Not worth very much. Not worth very much. Stack of that. We can trade out for the lower level bandages here. Don't really need those. Sell price is really close to the vendor price. Don't think it's really worth it. We can just sell those then. Alright. 391 first aid. Not bad. And then cooking got up to 394. I think we're doing pretty solid on that. Does not seem to be much need for the elemental stuff right at the start here. So, probably don't need this flatbread either. Stew for our regular stuff. Keep this helmet in case it's more useful. We can make more from all that, but we'll wait on that. We got these. That's haste. This one's a critical strike. That's supplies. This one's attack power and spell power. I mean, this one's already the same. This is basically the same for us, since we don't get anything out of the spell power. So you might want to just auction those at some point. Really depends on how many well-fed buffs we go through.
Watch your back.
What we need to get new recipes. First aid, probable. Hey, we already got an auction for the steaks. Amazing.
How are you?
First aid, probable. And then blacksmithing necessary. Para stuff. Sell these bandages and the soulbound chestplate, which is just more tanky, but not as tanky as the new one. 60 stamina, 39 defense rating. Yeah. More stamina. Stamina for days. Don't need you.
Safe travel.
Okay. Now we really need to go get new recipes. So, technically these are still a level each time, but my goodness, is that not worth it. You do not level making storm heralds. It's a poor choice. So now we need to go to Dalaran. And hopefully find a blacksmith, first aid trainer, all that jazz. Unfortunately, there's no auction houses here, but there is a bank, so we'll be able to make do. And whether making do is just going back to Ironforge again at the end of the episode, that's fine too. Okay. And we're invisible for a little bit when we get here. That's okay. That's okay. Here we are.
What brings you here?
So let's start looking around. If we find the tutors along the way, that's perfect. We'll start here at the Heroes Welcome Inn here with Isarami Fairwind. Welcome. We offer you rest or sustenance. They got the crusty flatbreads. Very expensive though. Not a good choice. And we are inundated with flatbreads from all of the boxes, so not a huge deal.
Hello.
Got the barmaid, similar stuff.
See you later.
And a bartender over here.
Things on her, friends.
They got less things. Right.
Go with honor, friend.
Let's start by looking around here. Quite the bar they have. All sorts of stuff lie down it. My goodness. We have a cooking supplies
Hello.
fellow here. They got Northrend spices for these cost Epicurean's Award. There's special cooking vendors in Dalaran and the capital cities to do purchase unusual cooking recipes, spices, and even a fine hat. Oh, they got recipes. Oh, they got recipes. Fans reward. I don't. Special cooking vendors in Dalaran and the capital cities to purchase unusual cooking recipes, spices, and even a fine hat. Well, they got cooking 400 recipes here. By the boatload. My goodness. As if there wasn't already tons of rewards. And a chef's hat. Allows you to cook faster. Interesting. So these cost these.
See you later.
The Grand Master Cooking Trainer, Catherine Lee.
Good day to you.
Welcome to my kitchen. We have some of the finest food in Dalaran here. Sure seems like it. Cooking training, they have black jelly, also 400. Not quite to 400. And we are also out of cooking supplies.
Safe travels.
They have a quest, which is interesting.
Hey there.
Sewer Stew. And this is daily cooking quest or something. Ajay Green, the innkeeper, in the Dalaran sewers. They've got a bank and an inn in the sewers. Concerning. Needs a vegetable stew for his customers. They're running low on food down there. Collect 4 Crystal Song carrots from the Crystal Song forest and cook them together with 4 chilled meats. Near the Crystal Song forest from the portal chamber, the eastern corner of the Rune Weaver Square. Once the vegetable stew is ready, bring it to Ajay. Alright, we're not going to Crystal Song Forest right now. But this does give one of these award things. And a bag of spice. That's definitely a thing if we want to get all those recipes. We could wait until it asks us to go pick up something from the areas we're at. Or we're going to just take it now and maybe someday we'll be in the Crystal Song Forest. We have space in the
Have a good one.
quest log here, easily. I'm just going to take
Need
this,
something?
and maybe someday we will make these stews.
See you around.
Not right now, though. Not right now. Won't teach recipes unless we do some errands. That's fair. I mean, we already have look at our skills. We're gonna need to get a few more things, and then we could get the cooking up to 400, which is all the requirements. So, we just need a little bit more random meats. And then we can get to 400, and then we can get all those recipes. Definitely more of a long-term commitment there. All sorts of stuff down here. Baskets, cheeses. Very good. Alright. So that is the kitchen here. And this is right next to the Hearthstone location, so that'd be very easy to get to those dailies. Here's a passageway. Where are we going here? We're at the beer garden. Amazing. Silver Covenant Guardian Mage chilling. And Brew Maidens.
On your mind.
Similar
Safe travels.
stuff they got. It's just back here. Look on the map here. This is the Silver Enclave. Something. There's rabbits. Jumping around. Alright, very good. You can see upstairs here too. There's somebody. So that's a place. You go this way. Oh, there's so much to see here. We can go outside, but that's leading more to the roads and all that. Let's start by looking around this building first. We've got the assistant innkeeper. I mean, we're already here. I guess you can choose to either Hearthstone up to here or Hearthstone down lower. I feel like down lower is probably better. It's closer to the door and everything. Or could be the same location either way. Right? So we have a door over this way to the actual Silver Enclave. Down there we got the portals. Up here we've got up and down. We can get to the top and get a good view of everything. That'd be nice. Give us a little more information here. This is the Silver Enclave Sanctuary. Zoom in front of us here. This is Dalaran. Lots of spiders. Lots of spiders. Very magical. And this whole place is floating. So that's another thing to remember. Very cool. Let's try not to fall all the way down to our deaths. That would not be helpful. We can go down from here, or we can go over to this side. Arcanist, Tyblin. Never trust the Sun Reavers. They're hard at work undermining us in the eyes of our Argent Crusade allies.
Good luck, friend.
Okay. Then over here we've got some gear on the mannequins here. Looking pretty fancy. This is Enchanter Islin Heirloom Bender.
My goods are of the highest
Heirloom
quality.
Bender. Requires level 1 to 80, 74. Polished Specific Valor binds to Blizzard account. Interesting. Champion of Herod's Shoulder, level 1 to 80. These require Emblems of Heroism. I think that's for Heroic Dungeons. So you can just get some scaling equipment, looks like. That's interesting. And it's a different color. It's not green or blue or anything. It's that. It's heirloom level. Good stuff we got. We got two-handed axe, 135 damage per second. That's more than ours. But we also don't have 65 emblems of heroism. I think we can see our currencies here. We've got badges of justice. These are emblems of heroism. I think these were going to be for heroic stuff out in Outland. So those aren't going to count, apparently. We also have one Arathi Basin Mark of Honor. Amazing. This is very interesting. Not that we can afford any of them, but interesting. Emblem of Heroism Quartermaster. Cast Irvine. Again, emblems of heroism. Most of the things are level 80 here. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you're doing many heroic dungeons, you're going to be level 80. Or you can just take this frozen orb. It's a blue item. That's probably... It's going to be a crafting material for high level upgrades. Cool. And Emblem of Valor Quartermaster. These ones are purple. Gives you purple things. These could be like raids, probably. Disenchants for 192 gold worth of stuff. My goodness. Not that that's probably worth it.
Be careful.
There's a lot of things up here. A lot of things that we cannot get. In fact, we have not done any raids or heroics. We've done 2 dungeons so far. Very much a work in progress. Moonlance of the Highborn. Here's a mailbox. Some of our auctions expire. We should have probably looked at that before we left. We will worry about that next time we go to the auction house. We got 29 days. Our inventory will be full well before then. Everything's fine. This is where the other staircase went down. We got Stormwind, Ironforge, Darnassus, Exodar, Shatrath. I teleported to Shatrath. You can go from there to all these places and more in the portals there. So that's fine. Up here we got more mages. Got Grand Marauder Sign.
What can I do for you?
My life and spirit has been filled with memories of the insufferable horde. Times of sorrow, desperation, and sacrifice have come to pass. The rage of battle could never leave my heart.
Farewell.
Okay. And Wintergrasp Battle Mage. Cast Brayden. Greetings, warrior. When the battle for Wintergrasp Fortress is about to begin, talk to me to enter. Next battle begins in 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Good luck,
Okay.
friend.
That's gonna be PvP stuff. That's gonna be PvP stuff. What we got up here? Strand of the Ancients portal, level 80. Warsung Gulch portal. Arathi Basin. Turk Valley. Eye of the Storm. Yeah, this is PvP town.
What's on your mind?
At the Alliance Brigadier General here. The war against the Horde has reached full tilt, Eric Erickson. It's a time of great need for the Alliance, and it's necessary that all of us do our part to help. Call to arms, Alteric Valley. There's battleground marks for honor. There's no service. Grants you 185 honor. Alteric Valley. It's all the different marks of honor. I guess we do have one Arathi Basin mark of honor. We could turn that in for a commendation of service, granting 185 armor for something. I don't know. There's a buyback tab here. Cool.
Be good.
Not really gonna be doing a PvP. We are definitely not in a position for that right now. Or likely to ever be, really. I think that is most of the Silver Enclave here. So let's head outside. We could ask one of the guard type guys where we want to go next. But I think we're just gonna go clockwise. See what happens. There's somewhere for the Kirin Tor. And they have a pet. Just over in the nice green space between the buildings. Very fun. Dalaran citizen. It's all Kirin Tor. There's a wall back here. It's a nice spot to sit down. How fun. They don't really have any park space. So you make do with what you can, I suppose. What's this? Sisters. Sorry, sir. There's a magical goods and reagents.
Need help?
All sorts of magical stuff.
Safe travels.
Endora,
King's honor.
Moorhead,
friend.
magical goods. Tome of Dalaran Intellect. Teaches arcane intellect with a Dalaran flair. Level 80 mage. Dalaran Brilliance. Tome of Polymorph Black Cat. Some strange dust. Lesser magic essence. 2,375 gold for that. My goodness. That's a lot.
Farewell.
Can't even accidentally buy that. Cannot afford it. So it's just
Light be with you.
arcane brilliance, but fancy. Polymorph to a black cat.
Be careful.
Wild. So you have to be on the lookout for more than just the named areas here. Shops and stuff. Let's head up to the next building. This is the Violet Citadel. We got war mages walking around. Cool. Archmages. Ranger General of the Silver Covenant. And Ronin. Leader of the Kirin Tor. Wow. Welcome to the home of the Kirin Tor. Looks like he's gonna have a quest for us. Only later. And then we got this guy in front of the door. Kirin Tor Quartermaster. We get a tabard if we wanted to. Okay, so all representation gains while in level 80 dungeon will be applied to your standing with Kirin Tor. Well, we're not in level 80 dungeons yet, so don't have to worry about that yet. Probably technically buy that. I don't know if I want to have that. Looks like there is an achievement. I think that's for having multiple different tabards. So we can look into that at some point. requires at least level 78 and honored, revered, reputation stuff. We're not quite there yet. Here's a portal to the Caverns of Time. Ooh. I'd like to see that. Let's make sure we click on the person here and not the portal. Does he adore me?
Need help?
This portal leads to the Caverns of Time, deep beneath the earth in far-off Tanaris. I possess the power to send you there, should you so desire. Wow.
Go with honor, friend.
That's so convenient. Getting over there is always annoying. And now it's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Also, here's a portal to the Purple Parlor. Whatever that means. He's upstairs. I guess it just goes upstairs. The Purple Parlor. They just have a teleporter to get upstairs into their purple room. Archmage John Nicholas, the Punisher.
Hello.
Okay. Some archmages, alchemists, arcanists. And we're at the Violet Citadel balcony. Got scribes and Alfred Copperworth.
What can I do for you?
He's got a glass of Dalaran White. Alcohol beverage. All sorts of foods. And mead basted caribou. Amazing.
Be careful.
What's a fancy place? All the super fancy mages coming up here. We get some views of stuff. Like this massive tall tower. I mean, we're floating. Yeah, looks like it. Look on the map here. That's gonna be Ice Crown. Yep. Looks large to me. I didn't see anything else further out. Yeah, it's a little foggy. Ice Crown Citadel. Very tall. Very intimidating. Pretty bold strategy to park your floating city right next to the final boss's lair, but I'm not in charge. I'm not in charge. And we can also get a nice view of the city from up here now. The view up here is amazing. I agree, Scribe Whitman. Oh, will surely kill the... Yep. I mean, gravity is always one of the strongest forces. You don't mess with gravity. That's what all the invisible walls are for. Or maybe he has a parachute. Also a possibility. I think the rest of these doors are closed. That's alright. So, more portals in here. Loving all the portals. Honestly, can't be too surprised. What with this being a magical floating city. Here's this guy. Look at him. Drog the Skullbreaker. Please don't break my skull. Oh, there's an underground. Is this into the sewers I've heard so much about? This is the underbelly. And here's this massive thing coming out of here. Amazing. Illusionist Karina. Went to the underbelly. Something can hung. The arena, bank, inn, sewer exits, and vendors.
See you around.
These are like the sewer guard people.
You have a great day.
Wild. Sewers? First or later? Oh, this is a whole place down here. Okay. Let's explore the sewers. Or as they call it, the underbelly. Cantrips and Crows Sanctuary. There's a monstrous underbelly rat in there. Oh, look at all this. Cantrips and Crows Tavern. I mean, I guess it's... I mean, it's still above all the water. So I really question all this. The innkeeper here.
Need something?
They also have the... They're the one that wants the sewer stew. Perfect. Welcome to the Cantrip and Crows Tavern, dwarf. Watch your back while you're here, Misa doesn't like scrubbing blood off the floor. My goodness. Got any sewer food?
Have a good one.
Amazing. This is definitely a different environment. And we have a banker here. Stew cook bio. Where do we get this? Oh, I need to put the food in there. Well, I'm not going to be doing that for a while, so let's put that in the bank here. I think we also put in the elemental stuff. Just to keep it out of the way. So that's a bank. Very good. And a money changer.
Can I show you my wares?
Emblem of Heroism for Emblem of Valor. Emblem of Conquest for an Emblem of Triumph. Emblem of Valor for an Emblem of Conquest. An Emblem of Triumph for an Emblem of Frost. We have any of those.
Glad I could help.
We have badges of justice.
Yeah, what do you want?
I think we can work with that.
Be good.
Interesting though. Rin Duquesne. Chilling. Here's a big pipe. On the map that leads out of here. Let's see where it goes. Sewer exit pipe. I mean, the city is floating. So is this gonna... I mean, is this also part of the floating city? I don't think this is a good strategy. We found the sewer exit pipe. I don't think that's amazing. Their floating city, wherever they park it, it's just draining the sewer out below. Amazing. There's the portal, or the shield for being able to teleport up here. Yeah, I don't think we would survive. Maybe if we had the ability to fly. But still. Probably better ways than that. An interesting idea, though. I guess it has to go somewhere. This way. Inn area. Barmaid. Hi, Warlord Uro.
Would you ask of death?
Only a fool would mock the appearance of my battle garb. This raiment of well-worn steel is from an ancient place of learning.
Remember, patience, discipline.
Alright, cool. They're fishing in the sewers. Okay. Now you're just being silly, Sebastian.
Hey there.
I know. Fishing in a sewer? You'd be surprised by what you can catch down here. You've heard stories of sharks, if you can believe it.
Safe travels.
It's worth a shot. I mean, there's a lot of people here fishing.
How are you?
They got fishing supplies.
See you around.
When you see a whole bunch of extra people doing it, it doesn't seem so crazy, does it? Everything seems more sane in groups, which is sometimes a problem. Guess you can fish down here. Wild. And right next to the bank too. Very convenient. What else do we have on this side? We got pipes going that way. We got people and pipes. People in pipes. All over the place. Here we have chunks of meat. And some rats. Sure, that's fine. This is the Circle of Wills. Shop up here or something. Arena vendor.
Welcome, friend.
You need honor points and arena points. You can get PvP stuff. And then also have requires arena rating of 1200.
Yo.
Veteran requires arena rating of 1800. Requires arena rating of 2300. Arena rating of 2000.
Glad I could help.
I've got an arena rating of probably a negative number.
Hey, how you doing?
And that's even counting how ELO works. You got teas and milks.
What's up?
Apprentice arena vendor. Doesn't require any levels. You can just get these no matter how bad you are. As long as you're level 80. And we're level 74, so.
Right back.
Not only can we not get anything from here because we don't have the arena levels, we're also not strong enough. Arena speculator. They're also fishing in the arena. Wild.
Time is money, friend.
Skambari Uncle Sal Shearbolt. Alright, warrior. Think you have what it takes to make it in the Steam Wheel fighting circuits, arena battlegrounds? I don't. I don't think I do.
Have a good one.
I am under no impression that I am capable of any of that. Text Ricard Rustbolt.
Interesting.
Fighting circuits arena battleground. Nope. Still
good.
Still can't. Okay, quest here for Shifty Vickers
Talk to me.
later.
Aha!
Water vendor, drinks and stuff. Very good. Arena Battlemaster. Adaman the Trader. I had it all once. Fame, fortune, full set of the very best gladiators gear. And then I threw it all away. Once the cartel caught me rigging fights, trading wins, it was all over. I've got nothing but these rags and a bad liver. AKA,
See you around.
don't try to cheat. Battlemaster. 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 Plenty of Battlemasters. And alcohol from Sarah Brady here.
You're a dull one. You have a great day now.
Wild. Tough Gorhoof, arena enthusiast. Back over the gangly. We found the unruly. Some tiny little houses back here. We have to walk through the sewer water to get to. Prime real estate, I'm sure. This is the Circle of Wills. There, we're over here. There's more stuff this way. Back in the regular underbelly here. There's a washed up mage. They're just sleeping in the sewers. That's fine. There. What is this? This is an underbelly elixir. I would not drink that. I would not drink that if I was you. Don't do it. Concerning. Let's see. Let's see indeed. He's a Tuskar shaman now. Amazing. Wild. Cool. He improved his fishing skill. That's appropriate. It's definitely appropriate. A few more ways. There's a level 80 crocodile in there. Oh, it's coming for you. Oh boy, here we go. Ignore the crocodile. Consume elixir. You sure about this? This elixir only works in the city of Dalaran. This elixir up to your eyes reveals a magical melange of discarded potions from the city of Dalaran. Oh, it's all the magical potions of the magical floating city. You had always heard this was the city of mages. This is ridiculous. I think I'm slightly invisible. Hmm? Ten minutes remaining. Not really. Not particularly. Definitely not as noticeable, whatever it is. I'm probably fine. I think I'm slightly magical. No, maybe not. I don't know. That's what I get for drinking some random potion. Maybe something happened, maybe it didn't. Here's the black market. The unruly is in here. Tools of the trades.
What's up?
They got fist weapons, thrown weapons, all sorts of random stuff in here. Acquiring the emblems of such and such. An offhand fist weapon. Okay. Some thrown weapons and daggers.
What's up?
Hey warrior, you lost your key. I might be able to help you out. I have not.
Be good.
I think we're alright. Deep water here. Except Niston, the three-fingered bandit.
Relax.
Always be up for a nice three-finger discount. Stealing, be all in the wrist. When that fails you, and you stick something sharp in between the ribs, that's all in the wrist too. Skilled hands are worth more than a steady paycheck, you hear?
You be careful, man.
I have a ward pup. Oh, there's a sewer shark down there. Interesting. Poisons.
Finest good.
Many types of poisons. Instant poisons and deadly poisons and wound poisons.
Safe travel.
And
What brings you here?
agents and magical goods. Cool.
Be careful.
There's totally a shark down there. I think it's probably fine. I mean, the guy was talking about super sharks, and I mean, there you go. Super shark. He was right. It's just over here. Just a short walk away. Amazing. Okay. So I think that's everything in the sewers here.
Hi.
We
how
saw
are
the
you?
arena, the bank, the inn, sewer exits. There are 3 ways out of the underbelly, ramps leading up to the east and west, and a tunnel that drops out the bottom of Dalaran. Certain you can fly before you take the tunnel, of course.
Very
Of
well,
course.
then.
Makes a lot of sense. Alright. Well, here is a different exit than when we came in. More various super guards. And we're back in Dalaran. Now we're over on this side. Let's get back to the inn, I suppose. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. We'll look at more stuff later. This is like a mounts vendor.
Hey there.
Exotic mounts. Oh my goodness. Right into the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. Very fast 3-person mount that carries vendors for 19,000 gold. That's a lot. Armored Snowy Griffin, Swift Blue Griffin. We got Snowy Griffin. This one right here. Reigns of the Woolly Mammoth. Requires emblems. Armored Brown Bears. 19,000 gold.
Have a good one.
There is definitely options for spending a ton of money. That is not a problem. Oh boy. Cool sculpture. The Eventide. But that. It's just a taste of the area. So we can find a guard we can talk to. Here they are.
Hello.
Bank, Barber, Badmasters, Capital's Portal, Flightmaster, Guildmaster, Inn, Locksmith, Mailbox, Points of Interest, Steelmaster, Trainers, and Vendors. What do we got? All the different locations. And then... Goodbye.
What brings you here?
Trainers. Class Trainer, Cold Weather Flying, Portal, Profession. The Alliance Quarter or the Horde Quarter. Southern Clan is Southern Time. In there, so Portal of various lines. See the backgrounds.
Hello.
Trainers. Profession Trainers. Blacksmithing. Large smithing forge in the Magus Commerce Exchange. For massive enchanted anvil and stained glass windows. Shapes of axes and shields. That is going to have stuff we're looking for. But we will finish looking around this side of the city. Probably find more things we can do with all of our heaping pile of bars. And cloth, I suppose. Lots still to see in Dalaran. Next time. Goodbye.